everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we are back in Newcrest on a 30 by 20 lot, and I'm slowly working on a save file for my game. So my previous couple of speed builds were all in Newcrest. I will try to get those for you and link them down in the description box if you would like to watch any of those. But today I'm building a set of modern townhomes, and I guess you can call this modern. The floor plan on the internet said it was modern, so it kind of has some of those touches to it. But on the left hand side, I ended up making it for a single father with a college boy who he goes to university out of town, so he doesn't live with him full time. And he also has a high school daughter. And then on the right hand side is a single mother with a high school boy and twin toddler girls. So each of these houses have 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. They have a garage. They have a laundry room upstairs. It's not really a laundry room. It's kind of just a bump out upstairs with a washer and dryer. And then in the back, they each have their own separate backyards, but I ended up making like a shared pool area for them. So yeah, my idea going into this build was that the father might have been living here for a little bit, and then the mother moved in next door, and she got talking to the dad. She was asking, the dad what all there is to do around town, there are places to take the kids. So they kind of just hit it off there. So they're just trying to see if there is some kind of connection between them. So I figured, maybe they end up building that connection. They have a strong connection and they move out, and they get their own home and they sell their townhomes right here. But anyway, that was just my idea. Of course, you can make it any family live here to whatever gameplay that you would like. So just going around on the outside, I do this a lot. I add dirt and then I add gravel or stone or brick on the top just to give it a more natural look, because most of the time, you see dirt underneath concrete or whatever there is. So I added that there. Just going around with these little piles of grass. This is from Cottage Living. They're so simple, but it can give a lot of detail to your build. So I'm just going around adding that, adding these bushes here. In the front yard for the dad, I don't add anything to the front yard. Just some chairs out on the little front porch, and I add a truck in the driveway. And then on the mother's side, I add a swimming pool out in the front, one of like the little toddler swimming pools, and then I add a basketball goal because the son here, I imagined he was really big into sports. He's in high school, he's doing really great, got a scholarship for college, so he's just practicing sports 24/7. So here I'm adding this truck. I add some garbage bins to both of the little driveways, adding more of this grass. And as you can see on the mom's patio, I added this half wall there because if I wanted to extend the fencing up to the patio, it wouldn't be level. So I just picked a little half wall that was kind of the size or the height of the fence. So it kind of just, ran in all together. So there I just added some little chairs to his patio. And then here I shrunk down these chairs. I thought it was so cute because her kids are toddlers. I wanted to make, a little toddler chair. So I just shrunk those down, and then I'm adding this pool right here. I do end up adding a basketball goal right here for the son. It is very much loved basketball goal, as you can see. There's scratches and everything in it. So I thought that was a good detail to add there. So here I'm working on the back patio area. Also above the outside porch, what I just added the fence around, those little decks. Those are both going to be decks leading out from the teenagers' rooms. You could also put the parents' room there. You might have to adjust the floor plan just a little. But I figured, why not? If they have friends over or anything like that, they have a little extra space to go outside for some privacy or, whatever. So I added that there. And then here I'm working on the little pool area. I'm obsessed with this flooring. It has cracks, so like grass and stuff showing through it. I can't remember what pack it's from, but super cute. So I added that there, and then here I am just using these windows from the Greenhouse Haven kit for the mom's house, and then for the dad's house I'm using these university windows. These are the ones that your Sims can sneak out. They can sneak out of the house, but because I raised the house up on a platform, unfortunately your Sims can't sneak out of it, but they're just so cute and simple windows. So they can, however, sneak out of the windows leading off of the balcony, but there is no ladder or anything to get down. So, I mean, you can still use them, but they can't go anywhere. So going around and just adding some landscaping, adding some little flower boxes to the windows. And then over here, I tried to add some flowers. Over here, the mom's side has more flowers than the dad's side, just because I feel like the dad, doesn't really care what his yard looks like. But I did keep it kind of clean. Each of them have a barbecue pit outside, a little seating area, and then on the mother's side outside I added a swing set and a little slide, which you will see me add here in just a little bit. So just working on some landscaping, adding this tree. This tree will be always in my builds. This one or the taller one. It's just, I absolutely love that tree. But just adding some bushes here. I do use tool mod a pretty good bit in this build. If I believe correctly, I shrink up some of the TVs, the rugs. Just, if you don't have the tool mod, you should definitely get it. So yeah, I am just adding some more landscaping here, and I am interested to know, are y'all excited for the new Love Struck pack that's coming out? I cannot wait for it. It looks so cute. I am currently trying to work on a little, like, a lover's cabin, I guess you could say. I don't have the pack yet, obviously, but I am trying to use items in the game that we have to kind of give it, like, I don't know, a honeymoon suite, kind of like the theme of that pack. So like reds and pinks, and it's turning out so cute. So if I get that done, I will try to share it with you guys. But yeah, if you're getting that pack, definitely let me know. It looks so fun. I don't do gameplay. I feel like that pack is another pack big on gameplay, maybe like the For Rent pack, but I'm so excited to get it and start building. It just looks so cute. So definitely let me know down below if you are getting that. Here I am just adding some shrubs over here. I bring that same blue plant over here and I add some rocks. Nothing too much for his yard. The only thing else I add is they're from Cottage Living. They're like the little piles of just random grass spread. I add those in both of the parents' yards just to give it, a more natural look, give it some dimension. So add that over there. And then over here, I shrunk down these chairs again for the little toddlers. I do end up adding a table and putting them on the table, so they have a little seating area also. And then I hung up these towels right here. I thought it was, another little detail to add. But yeah, nothing too fancy over here. I just wanted to take up more space in the backyard and give the Sims something extra that they could do. So why not a pool, right? It's summertime. It is super hot and humid here. I am in Mississippi in the south, so it is, the weather down here is just, it's terrible right now. But behind the swing set, I am adding some shrubs or bushes. I just shrink them down twice, I think, just to give it, just to give it more something over here. I felt like it needed something over here other than just a swing set, so I added those bushes there. And then here I am adding that slide. And I originally was going to add a dollhouse out here, but I think I do end up deleting it. But yeah, here are the piles of grass that I was telling you about. And then other than that, we are moving on to the inside. So the floor plan for downstairs is the same. I didn't change it up from what you see me start, so that is the floor plan. I'm sticking with it. And then up here, I am just working on the floor plan. The back, or I guess looking at it this way, the very top of the house, that is for the kids' bedrooms, and then the one further down, that is the parents' room. with a little bathroom attached to it. They do not have a master bathroom. There is a shared bathroom for the whole family, and then a bathroom off separate for the parent. So moving on downstairs, I am going to start off in this little kitchen area, and I seen this when I was looking at the floor plan. I seen this kitchen and it really drew me to try to do this floor plan. It is very simple, but the layout is different than what I would normally do. So the little bump out that you see in the corner, that is a pantry, and I did not decorate the pantries on the game. I was going to, but at the end I forgot. So you can always add, like if you have eco lifestyle, you know, they have those little drink packets. You can add containers. I mean, you can change it into whatever you want to. You can make it, I don't know, another storage thing, a storage closet in the garage, you know, whatever you want to make it. But I do originally have this as a pantry. So the kitchen is very small. Of course, these houses are not big at all. But I am just going in with the 4 rent pack. The counters from that, they are so cute. I just absolutely love them. The little paper towel holder. I do end up adding another paper towel holder to the counter. It's just one of my go-to items for cluttering up the counter. And over here, I'm just using a plant, some utensils, and that's all. I don't clutter up the cabinets too much just because there's not a lot of cabinet space anyway, so I didn't want to take all that up with some clutter. So adding this little drying rack over here for his dishes, and then the refrigerator and the stove are both from the Home Chef Hustle kit. And then I add a microwave. I just poked it in the corner. So over here is the little dining room area. I add this little table from Parenthood and just some regular chairs from Cats and Dogs. Not Cats and Dogs, yes, Cats and Dogs. And then behind it I added just a little shelf and a picture. I did end up deciding to use that picture just because it had more color to it, and I didn't want this house to be overdone with like browns and creams and stuff, so I added that there. And then moving on to the living room. The living room is going to be green. I am using these couches right here from, I think, Industrial Loft. They're so cute, and they're green and they're brown and black. I just felt like this looks like dad furniture. But over here I'm using this fireplace from Growing Together or Parenthood. I still have not learned all my packs yet, y'all. That is so bad, but add that there. I've been using this fireplace a lot also. Add this little bookshelf. I did use Toolmod to size the TV up, and then I add this plant over here. There are a lot of corners in this house that I did not know what to put there, so I always say, when in doubt, just throw a plant in the corners. So you will see some random plants in the house, but I try to use plants that weren't too like girly looking, I guess. So yeah, you will see that later on. So for the coffee table, I ended up using the one from the Book Nook kit. Of course, there's extra books and stuff under there, you know. I'm not sure if your Sims can actually read them, but added that there. Some clutter to this little bookshelf over here. And then this is the garage area. I do come back down and decorate the dad's side of the garage after I do the upstairs. So you will see me do that here in just a few minutes. So moving on to this little entry area. Of course, the layouts of these houses are the same on both sides pretty much. So each of them will have this little table, little entry table with a mirror, some shoes, the little envelope holder with the key rings, you know, just I feel like the classic things you would have in your house by your door, I guess. So the shoe rack, you know, the umbrellas. So added those there, and then over here I added these little containers just for some more clutter over here, and then a picture frame to the wall. So moving on to the upstairs area. This is a little laundry room. I do add the washer and dryer, and then I add this rack from Laundry Day. Add some little clutter over here and call it a day. It's just really not much, but it is just something for your Sims to do if you have Laundry Day and you make your Sims wash laundry. Yeah, they have a washer and dryer. So moving on upstairs, this is the college boy's room. So his room is very clean, not cluttered at all. I just figured, he's away at university. When he comes home, this is his room. He'll have a place to stay when he does come home. So add a desk in here. I use a lot of furniture from university. I felt like it was only right. So I also pictured that he was into like some kind of engineering program. He's super smart, so there are, awards and all that in his room. These little blueprints right here, maybe he's studying them or he made these blueprints up while he was in school. So added that there, add a plant and a lamp and just some clutter really. I add a dresser in here and a TV, and that's pretty much it. Like I said, I didn't really want to clutter it up a lot. He's a very clean person. He's not here a lot. This room doesn't get used a lot. So I did try to keep it, pretty simple and not too cluttered. So like I said, using this university bed and the dresser and the TV, I do end up adding the luggage that looks open with the clothes in it, which you'll see me add in just a second. Maybe he is home right now, he's visiting, and his suitcase is still not unpacked, so it's just sitting there at the end of the bed. So moving on to the teenage girl's room. She is in high school. She is very much into like art and flowers, so I use this bed right here, and I did an accent wall over here with the white and the little flowers on it. There are outside on her patio area is a art easel and some plants that she has grown and taken care of, so thought that was a little something extra to add out there. But inside of her room, I added this little yoga mat and workout little equipment, this mirror right here, and then just plants. There is a plant right here. I add this hanging plant. It is another go-to plant that I have. And that's it. I add some perfume to her dresser. I just wanted to kind of make it feel like, a teenage girl's room, I guess. So originally I was going to put shelves all across her bed, like above her bed, but I decided to just, ditch that idea. So I just added some pictures up there above her bed. So adding some shoes over here, this little simple rug. Didn't want to add a rug with a lot of detail just because the bed already has so much going on. It's a very busy comforter. So I just added this little simple rug right here and a basket full of blankets, because why not? I have about 47 blankets in my house. Fuzzy blankets. I am absolutely obsessed. I feel like every time I go somewhere, I am looking at the blankets. Can you ever really have too many blankets? But anyway, working on the outside patio area, I just gave her some chairs and this little table. The little art area, I do add the rug that is like newspaper, because I feel like she maybe is a very messy painter, but this will catch all of her splashes and it won't get on the concrete. So add that, and then I do add this little thing with like 4 or 5 plants, and I do use Toolmod to shrink it down just a little. Maybe this is her little garden area she's working on. So into the shared bathroom, nothing special here really. It is a tub shower combo, and I just go around cluttering these shelves up, and that's pretty much it. There's really not much to it. I do add some windows in here because I just felt like it needed some windows. Small windows, of course. I don't ever add big windows to my bathroom just because privacy reasons, I guess. I don't know. You can always add curtains to cover it up, but I do end up adding some small windows right here. And I add this rug and a laundry basket, and that is all for the bathroom. I switch these swatches up on the counters, and you could also add, I think it's from Seasons, it's the stand-up bathroom cabinet. You can add that where the laundry basket was. I originally had that there, but I deleted it because I didn't like it. But you can always add that there if you don't have laundry day, to give it a little more clutter in the bathroom. So moving on to the dad's room, I did keep his room very simple. I felt like maybe he is a military parent or he is retired from the military. I do add a picture on the wall, which you will see in a minute. It is a picture of a guy and his dog, and he's in like an army outfit or like a navy outfit. So I added that there. I had this little fishing pole over here. Nothing to his room either. And really, you probably could have shrunk his room down and added more onto the master bath if you wanted to. If you do download this and play it, it will be on the gallery. But yeah, moving on to this little shelf over here, I am just adding some random clutter. When in doubt, always, if you have a spot and you don't want to add a plant, just throw in some boxes over there. It adds some more little extra clutter to your build. So you can see the picture that I hung up. I felt like maybe that was him and his dog. So yeah, moving on to his bathroom. I just gave him a stand-up shower, just a regular bathroom, I guess. Really nothing special. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this build. As always, if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing to the channel. It has helped me out so much, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. But yeah, getting back into the build, I just add this little rug here, and then a picture to the wall, and then over in this little corner right here, I just add a lamp and a mirror just to put something else over here. You can always leave it just as it is if you want, completely up to you. But we are moving on to the garage area down here. For the mom's side, I don't clutter up hers, I just add a car in hers. But for the dad's side, I just added, some boxes, the little shelf that you've seen over to the left-hand side with the pipes and the blueprint. I just added that over there. That is not a blueprint, that's a microchip. But anyway, I added that over there because I felt like it seemed really like a dad's garage. So moving on to the mom's side of the house, starting in her kitchen. Like I said, same layout. I wanted to do an accent wall in all of the kitchens just to give it, a little more detail, I guess. She also has an accent wall in her living room as well, where the fireplace and TV go, which you will see me add when we get there. So her kitchen shelves I used from the Home Chef Hustle kit, and the refrigerator is from Parenthood. But I chose these cabinets because not one are they extremely cute, but I like the marbling on the top. It's something extra, can give so much detail. So I decided to use that, adding a sink, and again, I don't clutter up her cabinets a lot. I add a coffee machine over here, but since she does have toddler girls, you could always do, you can add the ice cream machine or the pizza maker, or I even think there's a popcorn maker. You can add whatever you want to there. Add a microwave, or take the coffee pot out and don't add anything. But moving on to the little stove area over here, add this little cookbook. I just love this little cookbook. But I add that there, and then adding her little drying rack for her dishes also. And then over here, these are the very edge pieces of the regular counters. I just added 2 of those over there, and add a plant and a picture, and then on top I added the tray that has the cookies, and then I added some tin over there, just to give it a little more clutter. And if you didn't know, if you click on your counters and you click on where the color is, there should be a little wrench and a gear. If you click that gear, or if you click that icon, it'll pull up more cabinet options. That goes for the top cabinets as well. If you didn't know that, when I first started playing The Sims, I didn't know that either. But it definitely changes, your builds up if you do use different size or different cabinets. It's just all better than one big chunky cabinet. You know what I mean? So added that over there, and then her kitchen table and chairs is from Dream Home Decorator. I did end up going with a darker brown and a green color just to kind of give it another pop of color in there. And then moving on to her living room, I'm using that same fireplace. Her layout in the living room is pretty much the same as the dad's also. But I used Toolbot to shrink her TV up and add this little accent wall over here. She does have a bookshelf right here, and then on the other side I end up adding just some regular base game shelves with some clutter over there, which you will see me do in just a minute. So absolutely love how her living room turned out. I think it was so cute. I end up using these couches from the Modern Luxe kit. That kit is really not something I build with a lot. I don't know why. The stuff is so cute, but I ended up pairing it with these little recliners from the Book Nook kit. I felt like the colors kind of matched the couch. The chairs are a little more purpley, I guess, but I thought it was cute. So I am using this little coffee table right here. This is a item I have never used before, but it has a glass top to it, and I just thought it was so cute. So I added that there. I do add some clutter on the top. But yeah, I add this little basket of blankets over here and some plants. I add some books over here also. I do add a cute little singular book over here for her twin girls. I feel like maybe this is one of their favorite books. They've been read this book ever since they were little, so they just really like it, so I put it there so the mom can read to them. But yeah, adding this little toy box over here, I do end up using Toolbot to shrink it down. I add this little table over here also, this little desk, and a computer because the son is in high school. He can do his homework from home, or or your Sims in general can just build up skills on the computer. So I added that there. As you noticed earlier in the dad's house, I added a bookshelf right here, but I didn't want to do that over here. I wanted to give your Sims something extra to do over here, so I added the desk there. So adding these cute little curtains here, add a mirror right here leading up to the stairs, and just gonna clutter the desk up just a little. This is a box of photos. Added that there. Maybe the mom's going through, she's transferring everything to a flash drive, or she's emailing pictures to family, or whatever. Added that there. And then over here, same layout like I said, nothing special. I did end up changing the table though to the one from Parenthood, just because of the toddler girls. I don't know, I just feel like this table fit better inside of her home. So add that, and then the mirror above it. And then you did see that I shrunk down the shoes and kind of slid them under the shoe rack for the girls. I thought that was something extra to do. So adding this little, I don't even know like what this is, a activity tray thing, just for the girls. Maybe they started doing this and they left it there. It's just some little creative activity for them. So moving on to the living room again, adding some more toys. I add this box of games right here. Maybe the son is into board games and stuff as well, or you can think of it like toddler games and the mom is playing games with the kids. So added this TV remote to the table and this little plant right here. So that was all for the downstairs. I do go back in and add a car if I haven't already, to the garage, but that is pretty much it. Moving on to the upstairs area, her little laundry room up here, same layout like I said. It sounds so repetitive, but moving on into the boys' room, he is in high school. Obviously he is really into sports, and so I decided to try to decorate his room to the best I could with just it being sports themed. So I used this bed from Growing Together, and since it had like the wicker appearance on the back, I ended up pairing it with this dresser from For Rent. So this dresser, I absolutely love this dresser. I don't know what it is about it, but it is just, I love this dresser. But above his TV, I end up adding these banners over here. I do think I go back and add the wall decoration that has like multiple rewards. I think I add that above the TV. I also add in a desk in his room also, because when I got done decorating it, I still feel like there was more open space in here than I would like. So I did add just a little simple desk over there with a computer for him, and then adding some sports gear over here with some shoes. And again, I add a simple rug in here just because I didn't want the rug to be like overpowering, I guess. So adding this hat over here, it is a sports hat. It has a signature, so I figured maybe he went to a game and he's seen his favorite athlete or whatnot, and they signed this hat and he has it now. So added that there. But yeah, add these headphones over here, and pretty much I just go around and try to find more sports themed clutter. I know it's in this game, but I did it took me a minute. But I had this little backpack here full of his schoolwork, and then this little rug right here. But yeah, that's pretty much all for his room. Not much. I also just realized that I don't think I decorated his patio area. So if you do download this, the patio area will not be decorated, but you can leave it like that, or you can add, whatever out there, just some chairs, a table, whatever you would like. So this is the little desk that I was telling you about. Super simple, just adding a laptop and a little chair, and that's pretty much it. Add a curtain over here, and I think I add something also on the other side of his bed on that wall by the bookshelf. I honestly can't remember. But add these little trophies up here, his rewards. I don't know, I just feel like he is all into school. He's super smart and he's doing so good. He got a scholarship for college. He's about to graduate high school. So yeah, he's a really good kid. So moving on to the toddler girls room, what you see me do is I just added a wall where I wanted the beds, and then I raised it up kind of like on a platform just to give it, more dimension or just something different in a room. I've done it before, but yeah, I wanted to do it here. So their room, I was trying to go, or I was thinking I would go into this thinking that they were into like princesses and fairies and just all the things a little girl would be into, but their room is pretty simple. Again, I'm a very simple person, but added these little cute pink curtains here. I add a rug right here, kind of, I don't know, turned it so it wasn't like a regular rug, so it took up a little more room, and then added some pillows over here. I add some wall decor. You could also add a little TV in here on our dresser if you would like. I didn't. I just added some clutter over here. This little decoration with the books and the little succulents, so cute. So added that there, and then I added a toy box and some toys. And I do go around adding these little bigger stuffed animals. I do use Toolmod to shrink it down just a little. But yeah, add this little cute lamp on the little end table here. It's like a cloud with a moon on it. I thought it was so cute, so added that there. And then I think I add a dream catcher above their bed, I think. But yeah, just gonna add some wall decor in here. I do end up adding a little night light by the door, just to give it a little something extra, because I know most kids don't like being in the dark. So added that little night light there. So adding this little doll wall decor over here. I do end up adding this tree right here. This is from Growing Together with the little owls. It was so cute, but I do end up changing it for the birds and the tree. So that's pretty much all for their room. I definitely would have to say I need to get better at decorating kids' rooms. But yeah, I will work on that, I promise. So moving on to this little seating area over here. I just add this chair from the Horse Ranch expansion pack. I absolutely love that chair. It's so cute. So add that there, and then I add a table, the one from Dream Home Decorator. The little, I don't really know. It's like a half table, I guess. But I add that there, and then add some clutter over here as well. On the dad's side, I don't know if it showed me doing it or if I cut it out or if I go back and do it. But I ended up adding a table and a lamp in the picture above. So that's all I did for that little sitting area. And then over here, I just added this little extra cabinet. This is from Cats and Dogs, just of like different blankets and baskets, just something extra. So add a rug here, and then I am moving on to the mom's room. Her room is, of course, again, a simple, not very cluttered. I guess I struggle with building parents' rooms also. I don't know. I try to do my best to clutter it up, but I feel like parents' rooms aren't really cluttered at all. So I don't know. I just kind of kept it really simple, added this plant and this little dresser and lamp. I do end up moving the mirror from that wall over to the angled wall by the door, with some shoes over there as well. And then over where the mirror is now, after I move it, I end up adding a chair and a bookshelf just for a little sitting area in her room. You know, if she needs to get away from the kids or whatever, she can go up here and just kind of relax. So this little area over here is the seating area that I made. Moving these shoes over here, and I add a chair from, I think, Dream Home Decorator also. It's super, really pretty chair. So add that there. I do end up deleting one of these picture frames and adding just a simple, I think, base game bookshelf. This one right here, I change the swatches, and then I add perfume bottle over here, and that's all for that area. Of course, you can add more clutter to it, or, you know, whatever you want. I just kept it pretty simple with that. So over here, I am adding a alarm clock to the table and the tray from the book nook kit, the one with a little coffee cup and the book. Add that over there. My mom likes to drink her coffee in bed and play on her tablet, so I figured, you know, other moms probably drink their coffee in their bed too before they get up and start the day. So moving on over here, before we go to the bathroom, I add this little rug here and a plant. And then I think I add a shelf in her room also, like another table by the window, but I honestly can't remember. But moving on to her bathroom, very simple again. I just add a tub somewhere for her to relax, and a plunger, and all the things you need in your bathroom pretty much. But I do end up going back and adding a window in there and a curtain to the other window. So moving on to the shared bathroom, I wanted to try to kind of do it a little different than the dad's bathroom. The layout is kind of the same, but I wanted to add more of like a feminine touch to this bathroom. Even though she has a teenage boy, I just feel like, I don't know, I just wanted to give it a more feminine touch, I guess. But just going around cluttering the counters up, I do end up adding shelves in here above the countertops with a little more clutter, and add a laundry basket in here, and that is all for this bathroom. Also, I originally was going to put a stand-up shelf in here also, which you will see me add, I do think, but I ended up deleting it. I didn't want it there, but I just added like I said, a laundry basket there. But that's pretty much it. That is all for these builds, these little townhomes. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and as always, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.